Hi everyone! I haven't read you a book in such a long time. I can't believe it. Last week, no books. What is that? I'm so sorry. So today we're going to read a book. Before we read the book, I want to start our Rabbi Akiva story. Now, every morning when we were in school, we would sing this song. Amar Rabbi Akiva, Amar Rabbi Akiva, v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Amar Rabbi Akiva, Amar Rabbi Akiva, v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Sheli, shelach, 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 sheli, shelach, 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 zeh klal gadol b'Torah. What's mine is yours, I'll share with you. If you need me, I'll come through. This is a big part of the Torah. So Rabbi Akiva is famous for the biggest mitzvah in the Torah that he said was loving yourself, loving your friend, just like you love yourself. Being super, super nice to all your friends. And so today I have a story about helping another friend. It's called Yossi and Label, Hot on the Trail. But before I start the story, I want to give you a little glimpse into something we're going to be working on this week. Rabbi Akiva wasn't always Rabbi Akiva. Before he became Rabbi Akiva, and before he said, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, zeh klal gadol b'Torah, he was a shepherd that took care of sheep. Now, in your brain, you should be thinking, there were a lot of shepherds we learned about this year. We learned about Avram, who was a shepherd, and Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and Moshe, and now we're going to start learning about Rabbi Akiva. So this week, watch out for videos that tell you about Rabbi Akiva. And now, to our story. Let's figure out how many words are in the title. Here we go. Yossi and Label, that's 3 already. Hot on the trail. Oh, wow. 8 words. Is that correct, Rena?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 words. Yossi and Label, hot on the trail. No, not 8 words.
7. There's 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you're right. I made a mistake. I think I counted wrong. Let me just make sure that I'm right this time. Yossi is 1, and 2, Label 3, hot 4, on 5, the 6, trail 7. Okay, I think I got it now. 7 words for this title. Yossi and Label, hot on the trail. I think that is the same amount of words as our book from Pesach, The Little Red Hen and the Passover Matzah. But if you have that book at home, you can check yourself. The author who wrote this story is Dina Rosenfeld, and the illustrator is Normal Nodell. So here we go. Yossi and Label, hot on the trail. It was a scorching and dry on that long summer day. Too hot to ride bikes and too hot to play. Not a cloud in the sky, not a breeze in the air. So Label and Yossi just lounged on a chair. They sat back to back, drinking cold lemonade and sucking the ice on the porch in the shade. But as the boys' eyelids drooped over their eyes, came the sound of small sniffles and sad little cries. Yossi blinked, rubbed his eyes, and sat up in his chair. "What's the matter?" he called out. "What's wrong over there?" A small girl in tears stood behind their front bush, her little doll carriage too broken to push. "Come on," Yossi shouted to his older brother, "let's fix it and send the girl home to her mother." Wow, Yossi's really nice. I wonder if Label wants to help. "You're kidding," said Label. "It's much, much too hot. Why should I leave my chair and my nice shady spot I need ice and cold drinks, and I simply can't budge. Then Yussie's sharp elbow gave Label a nudge. You know there's a mitzvah to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who, with any size problem or any request. This will just take a minute and then you can rest. Well, okay, agreed Label, but after 1 minute, it's back to my chair and I'm sitting down in it. The poor little carriage was tipped on its side. One wheel was off and just wouldn't ride. The boys looked around it, beside and behind it, but one screw was missing and they couldn't find it. Yossi said to the girl, wait right here, please do, while my brother and I go to buy a new screw. Now hold on, said Label. You can't go alone. Our parents won't let you, and I'm staying home. No, you're not, answered Yossi. We'll see this thing through, because there's a mitzvah to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who. And Yossi set off in a rush down the street with Label behind him, dragging his feet. Yossi was very happy to help, and Label was not, but he was still doing it. The big hardware store was empty that day. The boys found the screw and went over to pay. When the store owner said, boys, that screw is for free, if you'll just find the time to do something for me. Today I left home in this terrible heat, forgetting my lunchbox, and now I can't eat. Would you please go next door to the kosher bakery and buy some brown bread and 3 muffins for me? Yossi said, we can go if my brother wants to. Oh, great, muddled Label. What else can I do? I know there's a mitzvah to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who. So they set off at once to the bakery shop with the screw in a bag and the money on top. The bakery felt like an oven inside, though the doors and the windows were all opened wide. The baker could barely stand up on his feet or take a deep breath in the stifling heat. Yossi bought the food and then asked the poor man, excuse me, Mr. Baker, don't you have a fan? Well, I did, wheezed the baker, but now it won't run, and my old friend the butcher said he'd give me one, but at this busy time I just can't leave my store. And he wiped his red face and he stared at the floor. What should Yossi and Label do to help the baker? What do you think? I wonder. Yossi and Label just looked at each other. Then Label grit down and at his little brother. Don't say it, Yossi, I know what we'll do, because there's a mitzvah to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who. We'll bring back that fan in a minute or two. So Label and Yossi set off with the screw and the loaf of brown bread and the 3 muffins too. Before long they came to the right butcher store, and a blast of cold air greeted them at the door. From the back of the store came a screech and a scream. But where was the butcher? Nowhere to be seen. Just 2 children covered from faces to feet with splatters of goo and chunks of red meat. Yuck. Sorry, boy, said the butcher, but my wife's away and I'm watching my 2-year-old twins for the day. They have nothing to play with, no puzzle or ball, so I can't get any work done here at all. Well, sir, began Label, we came for the fan, but we'd both like to help you out if we can, because there's a mitzvah to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who. We'll go to the toy store and look for some toys, something that's fun for your little twin boys. And off went those 2 with a mitzvah to do, holding fan, brown bread, muffins, and 1 little screw. At the toy counter they asked for a box of crayons, 2 puzzles, a ball, and some blocks. The lady said, those things are on the 3rd shelf. I'm afraid that today you must get them yourself. My shoelaces tore, and I have nothing to use in place of the laces to tie up my shoes. What does the lady need? New shoelaces, maybe? Label paid for the toys and then said, never fear, I know of a shoe store that's right around here. We'll run there and get you a new pair of laces. The lady smiled down at their hot, tired faces. Don't you boys have anything else you must do? That's okay, answered Yossi. We want to help you, just because there's a mitzvah to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who. So Yossi and Label were soon on their way, with the size of the laces, some money to pay, the crayons, 2 puzzles, some blocks and a ball, the fan, loaf of bread, muffins, small screw and all. They came to the shoe store and picked the right pack of laces for ladies' shoes right off the rack. As they paid him, the shoemaker asked with a frown, "Have you boys been walking all through the town? Perhaps you have seen my granddaughter near here? She's been gone for an hour, and I really fear that she's lost or she's hurt, and I really can't wait, so I'm going to search before it's too late." Do Yossi and Label know where she is? I think they do. Label was worried, and Yossi was too. What does she look like? We'll find her for you, because there's a mitzvah to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who. Well, said the shoemaker, she's really quite small, and she's pushing a toy carriage with her best doll. The boys began laughing till tears filled their eyes, and the shoemaker stared at them both in surprise. Label said, "Mr. Shoemaker, please do not worry. We'll bring your granddaughter back in a hurry. We know where she is and just why she's late. I'm afraid it's our fault for making her wait." So Yossi and Label started to run, up again, back again, in the hot sun, in again, out again, right through each door, dashing about again into each store. Shoelaces for the one selling the toys, toys for the butcher's 2 little boys, fan for the baker to cool off the heat, bread for the hardware store owner to eat. Then they ran home with that one little screw and fixed up the doll carriage, good as new. They told the girl, "Grandfather's waiting for you. We'll walk you right to him. That's just what we'll do, because there's a mitzvah to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who." Uh-oh, look what happened to their lemonade. They were gone for so long helping everybody else that looks like their lemonade spilled and probably got a little too hot for them to drink and enjoy. When the boys came back home, they found warm lemonade. The ice cubes had melted. There was no more shade. The chairs were all sticky and hot from the sun. Then their mother came out and looked at each one. "Oh, boys," she said, "you seem so tired and hot. I think I can fix that. Just look what I've got." Their mother unrolled the long garden hose and sprinkled them both on the grass in their clothes. Soon their father drove up and said, "What a hot day. Look what I brought home for you on my way. 2 ice cream cones with 4 flavors each, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, and peach." Oh, what a nice present. Then Label said, "Yossi, I see it is true that sometimes someone will be sure to help you, if you do your best to help every Jew, no matter what and no matter who." And that's the end of the story. So it's really important to always be looking to help a friend or a sibling or your parents, and doing the mitzvah that Rabbi Akiva said is so important. It's a little hard to help your friends